Be prepared for offensive language.
All right, I just got out of like 500,000 miles of traffic back there. Now I'm on a back road. I love the back roads. Okay, but anyway, I'm just gonna talk really quickly about Annihilation Week. Annihilation Week on Big Brother. So basically, what Annihilation Week is basically Annihilation Week is Big Brother's attempt at saving this season after the whole others thing fucking fell apart and fell to shit. So this is their like new thing that they're doing. Can I go, please, car? You turning, yeah. So anyway, Annihilation Week. Okay. So Monday, I'm gonna start on Monday. Monday, you know, they're doing shit in the house, regular stuff. I don't even know. Then they get to the task, which is like the first task of Annihilation Week, and basically they have to vote right there to evict someone. So most people choose Chelsea. They do a majority vote. Chelsea goes home. Surprise, surprise, shock, shock. Who's sad? Not me. Tuesday. Tuesday. What happened on Tuesday? Oh, yeah, okay. So they're doing shit in the house, blah, blah, blah. They get to the task of the day for Annihilation Week for Tuesday. And I was kind of not paying attention, as you can tell. Like, I'm not really paying attention that much. And somehow it got down to, like, the remaining housemates had to choose between Andy and Jane. Like one of them was gonna get immunity from the rest of the week from Annihilation Week. One was gonna get immunity, and the other person wasn't gonna get anything. They weren't gonna be evicted. They just weren't gonna get anything. They was gonna be normal like everyone else. So the housemates are discussing, and Jane and Andy are out in the living room, but the main housemates are like somewhere in the game room area. They might be in the other's house. I don't even know. So they're like, okay, we want Jane. It was like unanimous. They were like, okay, Jane. We want Jane to have immunity and not Andy. Then they start discussing it a little more. They start talking about it a little more. And they're like, actually, we're going to give it to Andy. They talked about it for like 5-10 minutes. It was like a long discussion. And they fucking somehow decided to give it to Andy, which I was like, oh my God, this fucking snake keeps sliding and slipping and slicking his little way through. Getting safe. Like, so now basically everyone is up on Annihilation Week for eviction, pretty much. Basically anyone can go at any moment except for Andy, the most fucking disliked housemate in my opinion. Well, to me, he's my most disliked housemate out of this group. Why did you go this fucking way if you're just gonna turn left? Why don't you just stay on 17? Damn. Anyway. So they gave it to Andy. So now Andy is safe for the whole week, and Jane is like not, and she's like crying and all this shit. So that's basically all that happened Tuesday. Okay, Wednesday. Motherfucking Wednesday. Yesterday, because today's Thursday. Yesterday's episode. So they get to the task of the day for Annihilation Week for Wednesday. The task of the day is another podium, stand behind the podium, push the button kind of task. So they all stand behind the podium, and then Big Brother is like, housemates, after I ring the bell, the first housemate to press his or her button will win $20,000. And like, she kind of stopped talking for a second. She was like, we'll win $20,000. Also, you will have to evict one housemate, like right now. So everyone knew that going in. If you push the button, you're gonna get 20 grand. Also, you're gonna have to evict someone. So everyone knew this. So Big Brother sounds the alarm, or sounds the horn, or whatever it's called. The klaxon, I think is what they call it in the UK. The klaxon. And Jason is the first person to push the button. Jason pushes the button, but Jason pushes it, I think Jackson pushes it, Laura pushes it, and I think Huey pushes it too, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong about Huey, but I know for sure it's Laura, Jackson, and Jason. Jason was the first one to push it. So Jason gets the $20,000, and he gets the right to evict someone because he pushed the button first. This motherfucker Jason give this little speech, you know, because he always gives a fucking speech about bullshit. Why does he pick Letitia? Why does Jason evict fucking Letitia? My bitch. That was my fucking bitch. She was like my winner. I hadn't said it out loud, but she was the one I most... Come on, since you already fucking crossed the line, BMW. He picks fucking Letitia. She was my pick to win. She was the most relatable to me. I related to her out of all the housemates the most. I could so totally see her being in my group of friends, being someone, we go out, have fun, be loud, be wild, whatever. He fucking picks her. And his excuse is like, oh, well, we got on the least in the house. Which is such a fucking cop-out at this fucking point. Like, it's week, what, 5, 4? And you're still saying, hey, well, we don't get on the lead. We don't get on. So, or we don't talk that much, so I'm gonna fucking evict you. What the fuck? Why don't you fucking evict Alex then? Because he don't say shit to fucking nobody. I cannot fucking stand Jason right now. The whole house was like, Jason, what is fucking wrong with you? Like, everyone, except for Andy, of course, because he's a fucking... Oh my god, I fucking hate Andy so much. I wish a train would just like... Yeah, a train would just like run through the house. Like, it gets off the tracks and it just like goes through the house and it just hits Andy. And everyone else is fine. It just hits Andy and he fucking dies and shit. And I hope they air it. I can't fucking stand Andy. Or now Jason, but Andy's still even more, because after Jason evicted Letitia, or chose Letitia to be evicted, Andy went over and talked to him because everyone was mad at Jason, except for Andy, of course, like I said. So Andy went over to Jason and he's like, you know, mate, if I was in your position, I would have done the same exact thing. Andy, fucking fuck off and go fall off a goddamn cliff. No one gives a fuck about what the fuck you have to say. God, I cannot. He's like a little rat, snake, fucking something that just needs to be squashed and like dealt with by Terminators. Like, he needs to be squashed and swept away and thrown in the garbage can, because I'm so fucking done with Andy. So done with Andy. But he's safe. I hope there's some kind of challenge or task during Annihilation week where they're like, oh, Andy, actually, you have to give up your title and you can't be immune for this week anymore. We're gonna give it to someone else. You know how they do that sometimes. I hope they do that, because oh my god, I can't fucking... The sound of his voice, the way he sits on a couch or like a chair. Have you noticed he can't just like sit down? He has to like have a leg over here or a leg up here, or like an arm back here, or like... But Andy did say when he was in the diary room yesterday talking about Jason and how he chose Letitia, he was saying that, you know, Jason said that he chose Letitia because they don't talk the most. He doesn't talk to her the most. But I think the real reason why Andy said he thinks the real reason why Jason chose Letitia was because she was a threat. She was a fucking threat. Which is, yeah, she was. Because she probably would have made it to the final, if not won, because she got on with everyone, except for her, Jason, I guess. And Jason disliked her so much that he fucking evicted her, in fact. Who knew that was how he was feeling? No one in the fucking house, and no one watching knew he disliked her that fucking much to evict her ass, but, you know. She's a girl of color, so she was doomed from the fucking start, wasn't she? She had no chance, really. Why didn't he evict Alex? The good-looking white guy who doesn't say shit. Why didn't he evict him? He's boring as fucking oatmeal. Why didn't he evict him? Now Alex is probably the one who's gonna fucking win, because Jason ain't about to win. Like, there's no way the public is gonna keep voting for him after that shit that he just did to Letitia. There's no way. I think he was the favorite before, but he ain't the favorite no more. I already didn't like Jason because he fucking put Charlie up for eviction and got Charlie nominated. Oh wait, hold on. He had the nerve to say, I've never done anything selfish in this whole house until now. He was referring to the challenge where everyone pushed the button to turn around and see their loved one. Jason, you didn't turn around and push the button because you only got to see they only brought your dog. They didn't bring your fucking mom or if you have children, or your loved one, which I guess Charlie was your loved one, but if they would have brought your kids, you would have pushed the fucking button too, but it was a dog. And he's like, well, I didn't make that selfish decision. You guys all did that. So this is the only selfish thing that I've done this whole time in the house. Yeah, that and the time that you fucking put up your ex-girlfriend for eviction and then she got evicted that fucking week. That was pretty fucking selfish too. Can y'all see this man? Can y'all see this man on my asshole right here?